Reporter says he called secret Biden phone central to bribery scandal, and Joe answered. Mainstream media has totally ignored this. Only like a couple outlets even reported this. That Biden had a secret satellite phone where he can call people all over the world, and it's an AT&T phone that he's not even supposed to have. And he had it since he was vice president. That's how he was making all these deals. That's how he was talking to China and Ukraine and even Russia with this phone. It's crazy. And again, mainstream media seemed disinterested in Biden's secret phone. And remember when they made a big deal about Obama? When Obama was in the office, he didn't want to give up his iPhone, but they said because they can't really secure the iPhone, they made Obama give up the iPhone. So Vice President at the time, Joe Biden, knew that he was not supposed to have any type of secret phone like this, but he was doing it. He had this phone to do his corrupt deals, to make these corrupt deals that he was making. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. All right, let's talk about this news. A journalist claims that when he dialed a cell phone number found in a trove of Hunter Biden documents, he reached President Joe Biden. Reporter John Solomon made the claim in a segment of Real America's Voice that was posted to Twitter Wednesday. Solomon did not produce an audio tape of the call or anything else to substantiate the claim, but why would he make this up? And I trust John Solomon. John Solomon broke so much stuff during the 2016 and the whole Russiagate and all that stuff. He was really into this investigation. So I really trust John Solomon. But quote, there has been some documents that law enforcement had gotten to other media. One of those documents got leaked to me, and it had a cell phone number that Hunter Biden was paying for. So I figured this was my chance. I've been trying to get fair comment from Hunter Biden, so I'm gonna call the cell phone. Solomon said. So I called the cell phone, and guess who picked up the phone? Joe Biden. He said, Joe Biden. Boy, was he shocked when he picked up the phone and found out it was me. He hung up pretty quickly, he said. And on Sunday, Peter Schweizer of the Government Accountability Institute claimed that during the time he was vice president in the Obama administration, Joe Biden used a satellite phone paid for by a business operated by Hunter Biden. Quote, it's interesting. What is the line of communication between Hunter Biden and his business partners and Joe Biden when he's vice president of the United States? It's not the government phone. It's not Joe Biden's personal phone, Schweizer said. Quote, we know from the laptop that Hunter Biden's business paid for a private phone line that Joe Biden used while he was vice president. It was from AT&T. It was $300 a month. It was a global phone where you could access somebody anywhere around the world, he said. I mean, this is crazy. And Schweizer said the tip was shared with House Republicans investigating the Bidens. Quote, we shared the phone number and the account information with people in the House Oversight Committee. My hope is that if they haven't already, they will subpoena those records because I think it will give an indication on how tight the communication was, he said. And that's big. So AT&T has all the records. They can get the GPS records so they can know like where he was when he was making these communications, when he was talking to China and Russia and Ukraine. We can have they can get access to all this information from AT&T. So when Biden's on the phone making deals with Xi Jinping and stuff, they can show Xi Jinping's number and show that he's actually in contact with these people. It's wild. I think this will blow everything wide open. And Schweitzer said he hopes investigators have been able to learn about the phone's activity. And amid allegations from whistleblowers that the federal government's investigation of Hunter Biden was marred by political interference, the Republican chairs of 3 House committees are seeking answers, according to Politico. Quote, the committees must obtain the first-hand testimony from these individuals to fully access the serious allegations. House Ways and Means Chair Jason Smith of Missouri, Judiciary Chair Jim Jordan of Ohio, and Oversight Chair James Comer of Kentucky wrote to Attorney General Merrick Garland, Internal Revenue Service Commissioner Danny Werfel, and Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle. I think all of them should be impeached, because all of them are covering for Biden. They know this information. But it goes on to say, quote, please be aware that the committees will resort to compulsory process to obtain the required testimony, the letter said. The letter named 11 Justice Department employees and 2 IRS staffers they want to speak to, and noted that they may interview others as well. It's big. Like I said, all they have to do is get the AT&T records, and then they got Biden. But they're gonna not. I don't know what's gonna happen with this. Maybe AT&T won't give them the records. Maybe someone will block them. I don't know what's gonna happen, because if they get a hold of these records, they would have no choice but to impeach Joe Biden and kick him out the White House for treason, because it would definitely show his communications with these countries and the kickback. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.